brief look at the Sony MEX N4100BT. It's a Bluetooth radio. This isn't the DAB version. The one up from this is a DAB one, which is £30 extra. This one has the difference between this one and the other one is obviously the illuminations. You can only have red and blue. So if we have a look at the illuminations, you have red or blue. I'll have it as red, guess, because this is in my mum's car. Kind of fits in with the colour scheme to the minis, as you can see. So yeah, brief time using this. The sound quality is fantastic. The standard speakers in the Mini don't sound the greatest with the stock radio, but with this one, they sound amazing. They literally sound totally different. Like you wouldn't think they were the same speakers listening to it. Obviously, it'd sound better if it had some slightly higher quality speakers, but you know, for standard speakers, they sound really good with this radio. On the back, you have on the back of the radio, the outputs it'll have is for rear speakers, rear speaker amplifier, sorry, and also an output for a subwoofer as well. Unlike with the other Sony radio, that'll have front outputs for a amplifier if you amp up your front speakers as well. Unlike this one, this already has back and can the cat stop doing that? Yeah, it have outputs for the front and rear speakers, but this one doesn't. It has for rear and subwoofer. It also has a microphone out. This one doesn't actually come with a microphone, so when I was sold this, they said it has a built-in microphone there. I haven't tested it yet, but I'll take his word for it because I've been looking everywhere for the microphone on this thing, and the only thing I could see could be a microphone is that, but that'll be covered up by the faceplate, so we shall find out when I make a phone call on it. Yeah, so Bluetooth automatically connects. You have NFC, so if you have an Android phone, touch your phone up against that and it will automatically pair to it, and as you can see, connecting the radio back on, it connected to the phone pretty quickly. Yeah, so let's go through the buttons quickly. So you have the search button, so if you've got a USB stick in and you want to navigate through folders, or you have, I believe if you plug an iPhone into this, it will charge it and you can browse through your music library on it. You have the call button, which will access your call library, so if we quickly turn the radio back on, turn it down so we don't get flagged for anything. Wait, did it turn back on? Yeah, tuner. Right. So press call, take it to the Bluetooth phone. Obviously it's, oh wait, what have I done? Let me quickly pair the phone back up, hang on a second. There we go. As you can see, that was me touching the NFC up to the phone. So this is the Galaxy Note 4 it's touched up to. So it's now on the phone, it's prompting me to allow contact requests, which I have allowed it already. So yeah. Click that. I'm not entirely sure how to do it. On my one, you press that and it will go through your phone book, but I don't think it's uploaded it yet. You can also get voices. Pressing that turns out that stopped the recording and opened up Google Voice commands. So that will open up the voice commands. Yeah, so I don't know why I can't navigate through my phone book. I'll investigate that in a minute. So go to source, so you've got Bluetooth phone, Bluetooth audio, which will take you to the audio on your phone, so I think if we press that and then press play, no idea what it'll play, don't know what that is. I don't even got Spotify open. I'll quickly open up Spotify and then come back to you. Okay, so it's playing from SoundCloud now. Spotify, too many royalties on there, so I thought I'd put this on. If you're interested, this is Zed Spectrum by KG Remix. So yeah, so you got the Mega Bass button, which defaultly turns on, so if you want more bass, obviously you press that, give us more bass. hopefully that gives you a bit more of an idea of what that button actually does. So obviously it's really clear there what it does. It gives you more bass. You can actually download a companion app for this on your phone, so you can adjust all the EQs a lot easier, because if you look at the EQ menu, for someone that doesn't understand what frequencies are, this is the options that it gives you to adjust it with. Now the preset EQ on this actually does sound pretty good, but obviously it'll be different for different cars that you're putting in. So if you've got an older car with older speakers, it'll probably distort a lot quicker. So yeah, you've got the option for mega bass there. You've got the high pass frequency. If you've got a subwoofer, obviously, in my car for the sub I have it capped at 100 Hz, and then the sub will take over everything below that. But obviously in this we want to keep that off. You've got subwoofer control, so if you have a sub, quite important, because the other Sony radios that you can get, the cheaper ones, they do the one without the CD player, and it also has a flap there, so it's a lot shorter. That's a Bluetooth one, and it doesn't give you sub controls, so just a quick heads up. So you got loads of sub controls, gives you quite a lot to play with in the sub section. So yeah, your fader, your balance, position. They do something really weird with position. If you press that and press all, it gives you a weird surround sound effect. It does sound pretty cool, but it's not the best thing ever, so I always have that switched off. Other than that, the menu's pretty similar to the one up from this, so you're still getting quite a lot of features for your money. This retailed at I think it was £98, and it came with Halford's threw in a purple lightning cable as well. Oh, I've just opened the windows. So yeah, on the back you also have a option for a remote to plug into it. So if you have the interface on your car for steering wheel controls, you can pick them up on eBay or something like that. You just search a model of your car if you want to use the steering wheel controls. Make sure it's for a Sony radio. You'll literally plug it into the harness before it goes into the radio, and then it'll give you a 3.5mm jack to plug into the back of it, and then should give you all the controls. I've used that when I had a Peugeot 206. Thankfully I don't have one anymore. So yeah, that's what you need. If that's what you want to do, you want to use your steering wheel controls, you should be able to get them for the Corsas, pretty much any car. The Mini, we don't have that in this Mini, but in the other Mini it does have that, so the steering wheel controls do work. Also, if you have a Golf or something that has a steering wheel controls, you can use it in that. This one doesn't come with the infrared remote, unlike the cheaper ones that come with the infrared remote, because they don't give you the option to use steering wheel controls. It does actually have the infrared receiver there, so if you do have the remote from an older radio, it will work in this one. Yeah, so that's basically the N4100BT. Any questions about it, just drop a comment in the comment section, and I'll get back to you. Oh, and before I go, it does have an aux in, so if you want to put a 3.5mm jack in there, you can. I mean, it's less of a hassle if you've got friends in the car. Also, with an iPhone, I believe if you plug an iPhone into that, you can play Spotify, Apple Music, and all that through it. So if you don't want to mess around with pairing, or your phone's running low on battery, just plug it into that. So yeah, that's basically it for the review. So far, I'm pretty impressed with it. I think it sounds pretty good. Obviously, vary between cars that you're putting it in. Sony on the box do say to get the best sound, obviously buy their speakers. Might pick up some, give them a quick try, and see if they sound any better. And I'll drop a video of that one as well. If you want some, if you're looking for some decent speakers, I have a review of some JBL 6x9s. They don't actually make them anymore, but there will be there's a version up from them which I'm going to try and get hold of.